All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. I am Tank Kramer, and we're Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to discuss The Penguin, episode 7, called Top Hat. The penultimate episode, so second to last. Um, what'd you think about this one, Brandman? We'll start off right off the bat.
First and foremost, the first 10 minutes of it, holy crap, that was some cold-blooded shit.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus. Um, I know I've talked about the world building on this over and over again, but just the character building, how they're just making the character of Oz, it's interesting how you're on his side. Well, not you're on his side, but you can kind of you kind of you're very invested in him despite the fact that he does very very awful things, and you know that this is not a good dude, this is a bad dude, but he's very multifaceted, especially when it comes to his love for his mother, uh you know how he's kind of his ambitions, that sort of thing. I feel so weirdly invested in a character that I know is an awful dude, which I like. It makes it a more vast, more rich universe. Uh, you know, it's setting itself up for something that I hope they really, really nail with the final episode next week. It's I know this is a cliche word, but it really did kind of have me riveted, especially the last couple minutes. I'm like, holy
Mm.
crap, what the hell is happening next? Why do I have to wait another week to see what happens next? Why? uh, like just every they're just making all the right moves with the characters. Just kind of the tension. You know, I was sitting here like this the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
My phone was in the other room. um but yeah, it's just it's incredible. I was intrigued when I heard about this show, but now I'm just like, holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
That goes from everything from the acting, from like the cinematography, the way that it's shot, the use of sound. Like, I love that
Yeah.
little thing, like when Oz like exits the explosion site, and he kind of goes like that to his ear, and then the sound kind of reverts back to normal. It was
Mm-hmm.
muffled at first, like just
Mm,
everything, you
because
know.
it's ringing and
Yeah.
you're seeing it, hearing from his point of view. That was really
Yeah.
smart to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really has me interested not only in how things are going to end and where they're going to go with the Batman Part 2, but Matt Reeves is saying he might do the same thing for other characters and other villains. I think I like the ambition behind it, and
Mm-hmm.
I like I really love the world and character building of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. What are you, Brian? What you think about the episode?
Dude, Oz is. I don't think he's done anything positive in the entire effing show. Nothing
He's
good. And
ruthless.
we're sitting here talking
Yeah.
about him like we're caring about him. And I don't think he's done anything good. Like the best thing he's done is not kill Vic and made him into like a higher level criminal
Mhm.
and teaching him how to kill someone. That's like the best thing he's done the entire show. Everything else has been awful. He's an awful human being. The thing we saw with him and his brothers,
Oh.
the worst thing I've ever seen. And you did that at 10 or 12?
Jesus.
You are a sociopath on the highest level of sociopathness.
Mhm.
I've never seen anyone that awful of a person.
Mhm.
Like,
That was ruthless.
It was hard to watch, man. It was gut wrenching the whole time. I'm like,
and then you just gonna let them you see the water rising, and you just gonna let them stay there? Like, you worse than Thanos, bro. You worse than Thanos. Like,
Mhm.
that's where the Penguin is now. Oz is awful. And then, as we go further into it, I thought that, his mother, you understand why her mind is falling apart, is tearing apart, but she is a badass, really. I mean, she's always strong. Even with her, someone with dementia, they're in it for 1 second and then they're out of it the next, right?
Mhm.
And I think and they did a great job showing that in the show. Like the things that we're seeing are really, really good things. Like they really are excellent, realistic things. And I thought that they are really highlighting all those things every episode. And I just Christina Miliani is or Giganti, whatever.
Milioti, yeah.
Sophia Giganti right now. But Miliani, she's doing such a great job as an actress. Like in this episode, when she went and saw her little niece, and she saw that she was cutting herself, and she saw herself in her, instead of lying to her, she's decided to tell her the truth. And in her own warped way, she kind of she saved her, and she told her that, and she gave her what she thought she really needed. Well, I hope that little girl could come out and kill her one day. But like it's she's so much of a better person, and she's more of a victim. Even though she does some real terrible shit, she's more of a victim that became a sociopath. Oz is a sociopath through and through.
And from the start.
Yeah, just from the womb, it seems like, right? I mean, but when Clancy Brown had that heart attack, oh my god, I've never felt sorry for a character in a gangster show. I was like, come back, no, you just got him, come on. So like,
even the way they handled that with Oz, I thought was interesting. You know, because I'm like, oh, that's kind of.
He was mad. He was mad that he died. Like, no, we're supposed to fight this out, and I'm supposed to win.
Yeah.
Like, dude, first off, Clancy Brown's a big dude.
Yeah.
He'll F you up.
Yeah.
But it's just it was so well done. I enjoyed this episode so much. As a penultimate episode, I gotta give you a thumbs up, man. That was good.
Yeah, worse than Thanos. Yeah. I really I mean Thanos killed family members too, but yeah.
We
didn't get to see it though.
Yeah. he was sad to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. Well,
dude, he watched the rain, and he saw like the water right.
He kept looking back.
And he kept even more comfortable when he was like, he looked back, he was like, oh, yeah, that's messed up. And he got more comfortable with his mom. Like, oh yeah, I want to share her knowing you guys no more. That's
because like part of me was like, I wonder if he tells her what happens. But then they cut to the club scene, and I was like, oh, she don't know. She don't know. So that means he kept that a secret, which is wild.
That's going to be used in the next episode at 100%. The doctor, everyone, what was his name? Theo Rossi, the actor.
Theo Rossi,
yeah. No, everyone's saying that he didn't exist. No, he exists, and he's going to up Oz.
Yeah,
his mom is going to know everything that Oz did by the time he gets back to her, and that's going to really blow him. Woo.
Yeah. That's gonna it's gonna be, man. Well, for me, like going back to the Clancy Brown fight thing, when he had the heart attack, and I kind of like rolled my eyes. I'm like, really, you know? But then the way they played with it, where like you said, like Penguin got mad, but I also felt like it was also Penguin trying to justify. He goes, "No, I beat you, and he kept saying it over and over again. So it was almost like almost what happened with his brothers, you know what I mean? Like, oh no, they deserved it, you know, they were mean, you know.
Yeah.
So it was like
justifying everything, you know.
Yeah. He goes, no, I beat you. So I gotta convince myself that I beat you because that's the lie I need to believe. That what needs to be real, kind of thing, you know. And that's what like sociopaths do. Like, I don't know if that's exactly what they do, but close enough, you know, where you know they kind of create their own reality, you know, with whatever happens, kind of thing, you know. So you know, and he was just like, no, you know, takes the ring, shoots him a bunch of times, you know, and he's like, I beat you, you know. And it was just like, damn, you know, like he's that crazy in the head. But yeah, like you said, the beginning of this episode, the you know, the kid who played young Oz, on point. That kid was great. I
Oh,
don't know
he was
how this show
amazing.
keeps finding great actors. Yeah, he was amazing. Had the
And
walk.
weirdly, he kind of maybe it was just me, just kind of certain angles. Maybe it was I don't know. He kind of resembled the prosthetics that Colin Farrell wears. Does that make sense?
A
Was that
little.
just
I
me?
mean,
A little bit?
yeah, because he's got
I
like
don't know.
a little bit chunkier,
It's fine.
young
Chunky
kid.
Italian kid.
Yeah, and give him that super over the top, like Italian
Yeah, that
Jersey
wise guy
accent.
accent, all right?
Yeah, and I'm like, once he started counting, I laughed because I'm like, he's gonna say tree, he's gonna say heel, and that's exactly what he goes 1, 2, 3. I just started laughing because it's like it's such a like a goofy thing that you always hear people do when they want to do that super fake Italian accent.
Mhm.
But yeah, that kid was really good though. He was really good. But yeah, this episode was crazy from beginning to end. It was I didn't know what was gonna happen next. I didn't know what Sophia was gonna do. And then when you think she's gonna do something, she legit just changes it up and then goes a different route and is just Vic. He said, "Go build me an army."
Oh, Vic's coming with an army. He's gonna get
Vic is
all
coming
the
with
rest
an
of us.
army.
He's
Yeah.
coming. I want to
So.
bring this up later about Vic, but yeah, I'll come back to that. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be very cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. Any negatives, Brandman? Anything you didn't like?
That I have to wait another week.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Brian?
No, this is probably my
or-
favorite thing on TV right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm loving From, so I can't say that. So
Yeah. Any negatives, Brian, with this episode?
I thought Gigante, like she kind of just Christine, just a little bit too much emotion,
Mhm.
and I thought that it could have did a little bit. I would have liked it to not have so much emotion because it made me more emotional. It had nothing to do with the show. I think it was great acting. It made me more emotional thinking about how she's looking at her that way, in the certain way she was doing it, and I love the fact that she realized that she was kind of playing right into the hand that her father wanted her to be. Remember, because at the beginning we saw where her father wanted her to run the whole family, right? And now she's basically doing it the way he wanted her to do it, and she broke away from those norms. And I can't wait to see what she does in this next episode. But psychological warfare is not fair, and I think we're gonna get a lot of psychological warfare. And as you said, don't like negative. I just can't imagine a little boy being that's so much of a sociopath that his brother's
Insane.
going down that ladder was too much of this disrespect for him.
Yeah,
and he would react that
And
way.
it got him angry enough to murdering his brothers.
Like literally, they didn't do anything to him.
Yeah.
And they even said, "Sorry, I forgot. We should go back. I apologize."
Yeah. I mean, but also like the very first episode where he kills, the brother. Like he has a quick temper when you get him too angry. Like he's very quick, to the point where he will kill you, like you made fun of him a little too much for whatever reason and now you're dead.
But
he did that at least twice.
That's what sociopath is. Lacks empathy, has doesn't understand what norms are, doesn't understand, have remorse, just does stuff.
Just does stuff for themselves.
That's what sociopath is, and that's what he just does stuff no matter what. He doesn't think about any consequences, and I think this episode helped us see him as the negative person that he really is.
Yeah, like you are definitely not a good guy. Like you were never a good guy, but now you're. Yeah,
I did have one negative when Oz was climbing back up the ladder after the bomb went off. I could see all Colin Farrell.
Oh, really?
I no longer could see the penguin. I only saw Colin Farrell.
Really?
I'm
gonna go back and look at that.
When he's climbing up the ladder, it was all Colin Farrell. 100%.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, I gotta go back and check out that part again. So I really only have one possible negative.
Mhm.
I think things in the show are happening too big for Batman to ignore now. There's a literal hole in the city
Mhm.
from a bomb. You're telling me Batman's not going to look into that? He's not going to be
Es-
like, "Whoa, what's going on?" You know what I mean?
Especially as how particularly obsessive this version has been demonstrated to be in
Yeah, in
in
the
in the
movie.
Batman.
Yeah. That's my only, because all leading up to this so far was these crime guys kind of doing bad stuff to each other, and it either it's too low on his radar to pay attention,
Mhm.
or he's just like, yeah, let them all kill each other kind of thing, you know. But now, I mean, you're blowing up city blocks and you're hurting people, like regular people. You know, that was my biggest issue, was like, okay, you took it to a point where I don't know how Batman ignores it now, because
Mhm.
we still got to remember Batman is in this universe. You know, we have a hero in this universe. You know,
Yeah,
so it's like,
like, is he gonna show up on the final episode?
yeah, I mean,
What's
they're not getting Robert Pattinson. There's no
Mhm.
way. If they do, kudos to them, because holy shit.
It'd be
But
awesome if they
I don't see
did.
it
We
happening.
did get
That'd be
Colin
super awesome.
Farrell, and if it's gonna step his next movie, why not?
Why not?
Mhm.
Maybe, you know, I mean, but that was my only issue. It was like, okay, now you're blowing up city streets.
Mhm.
You know, you're making a giant hole, you know, in the street. You know, and he's gonna notice, right? I mean, he's got to, like, okay, it went past the point where it's you guys just messing with each other, like,
Mhm.
you know. So that was my only kind of nitpick with it. And obviously we haven't got to the point where we see the consequences of the explosion yet, you know. So we'll see next episode, but that's my only question I have, you know, like, has this gone too far, you know, for Batman to not pay attention anymore? So yeah, but
Mhm.
that's my, because right now everyone, you know, saying like, oh, it's just crime people doing bad stuff to each other, you know, it's under his radar, it's just drugs, doing drug stuff, you know. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can write with that if that's what you want to say. But now I'm like, no,
Yeah,
not
he,
now.
he should know this now. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Let's be
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm sure, like, you know, all the Falcons dying put it on his radar, you know. You know, so,
It's like good
you know,
riddance.
yeah, I'm sure, you know. So yeah, but that's really the only thing I had, and it's not anything with the episode. The episode was great. So that's our thoughts for this episode of the Penguin. We got one more next week, so make sure you guys come and check us out. So hit that subscribe button, and you'll know when we go live, and you can be part of the chat. If not, you can always check out our replay of the review of the episode. So make sure you guys hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let us know what you think about the episode and the show so far, and any series, how you think it might end. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us in the live. And if you are live, stick around, because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night.